How do you save 13 people trapped 4 kilometers deep in a cave when none of them could swim? Hi everyone, I'm Kisha and welcome back to Whats'Up 9.0. On today's episode, we're diving deep into a story that gripped the entire world. A story of survival, sacrifice, and a miracle beneath the earth. We're heading to Thailand, to the heart of the Tham Luang cave, to uncover how 13 lives were saved against impossible odds. The locals call it Tham Luang Nang Non, the cave of the sleeping lady. On June 23, 2018, 12 boys and their coach walked into her embrace. They only planned to stay for an hour. They didn't know that the sky was about to open up. Within minutes, the rain turned the cave into a trap. Rushing water sealed the exit. The light vanished, and just like that, 13 souls were swallowed by the mountain. For 10 days, the world looked at the mouth of that cave and saw nothing but mud and rain. Inside it was a different story. No food, no light, just the sound of the water rising. But they had a secret weapon, which is silence. Their coach, a former monk, taught them to meditate. He taught them to slow their heartbeat to save what little oxygen they had left. Then, on the 10th night, two flickering lights broke through the water. Two British divers surfaced, and there they were, 13 pairs of eyes glowing in the dark. It was a miracle, but the word's choice was short-lived because everyone realized they were found, but they were not safe. To get out, those boys had to swim through tunnels so narrow you had to take off your oxygen tank just to squeeze through. These weren't divers, they were children who couldn't even swim. The rescuer had to do something unthinkable. They didn't just guide them out, they anesthetized them. They turned those boys into human package, unconscious and limp. If a boy woke up mid-tunnel, he'd panic and drown. There was a race against the monsoon. There was one man, Saman Kunan. He didn't just carry oxygen tanks into the cave. He carried the hopes of a nation, ultimately leaving his own life behind so that 13 others could move forward. He was a volunteer who ran towards the danger when others were forced back, proving that the greatest lie in the deepest cave is the one held by the person willing to sacrifice everything for a stranger. Against every law of physics and every stroke of bad luck, the mountain gave them back. One by one, they emerged from the mud alive. It took thousands of people from dozens of countries speaking different languages but sharing only one heartbeat. We often talk about how the world is divided, but for those 18 days in Thailand, the world wasn't divided at all. It was a single team working in the dark to bring 13 children back to the sun. The cave of the sleeping lady reminds us that even in the deepest darkness, there is always a way out if we are brave enough to find it together. I'm Kisha, and this was the miracle of Tham Luang. Thank you.